Okay, for some time I've had the request of Hogwarts Castle. To be honest, I've been a little afraid. Um, it's a daunting task to do a castle. So, anyways, we are going to try to do it today. What you're going to want for sure is to go get a ruler. So, if you do not have a ruler, go get one and come on back because you are going to want a ruler. And fun fact for the day, the Great Hall ceiling is bewitched to look like the sky, but everybody knows that. So, but I do have a fun fact today that I don't know many know about, that I learned about, which was cool. What you're going to do is you are going to find the center of your page, and just this one we're going to eventually erase. So don't make it horribly hard, okay? Make it kind of light because it's going to go away. So you're going to make a plus sign all the way, both ways. So okay, so we have our plus sign. This is going to be our beginning of our castle. And what we're going to do is we are going to start with this one right here. That's going to be our first one we're going to start with. All right, this is going to be this line right here. So it's already drawn for you. Right here, this is going to be the top part. So you're going to curve that in and then bring that down a little, okay? And how I do all of my towers, you want to find the center of your tower and then just lightly make a line up the center. So this is going to be where I'm going to bring in my tower. So then you can make the lines on either side like that. See, that's how I do it. And this, I make the little knobs at the end. And then you can erase inside that. When I Sharpie, I'll erase it more. And we're going to make, this is going to be like a little shoot off of the tower right there. Okay, so this is our first tower part. Now what we're going to do is you're going to use the ruler. We're going to make this part right here. So we're going to go like that and like this. Okay, this is the beginning part of that. Now bring this down. And parallel line to the top part. This is the center. And we're going to make like little window spots here. Go all the way across on this. I'm trying to make it so you can see it. Sometimes I get into a habit of drawing like that and then nobody can see what I'm doing. Okay? And then you can do ones on this side. My pencil's over here. Maybe we'll go. Okay. Now what we're going to do next, we're going to do this big honker donker right there. So you're going to take your ruler, make the tower parallel. We want it to go straight up, so. And this side I'm going to make it right about there. Okay. So we're going to make it rounded. So it's going to be like this rounded. They're going to come up here, make this rounded. Now, just like you did in the other ones, we're going to make a line right in the middle. And then we're going to do a rooftop. Oh, before we do the rooftop, let's finish off these sides here. So we have the sides. These come over just a tad. All right, and then I'm going to make the edge here. So what I do is you're just going to go boop, 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 boop. Go all the way across. Okay, just like that. And we're going to put 3 windows in here. 1, 2. I can imagine this is like stairways, you know. You can just picture that. And then across the top here, so we can make this thicker. And put 3 windows here. 1, boop, 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 boop. 1 in the middle, 1 over here. And then when you Sharpie, you're just not going to color in that straight line. Okay, so let's put in our tower. So this is our first tower. Make it come across here. And then I make my little knobbies at the end. Boop, boop. So it looks like it's going over. And here, we're going to bring this, just erase a little bit. Make a line right here. And then there's going to be 2 other lines on either side. So you can ruler that in or just try to free ball it. Free ball it never works as good. And at the top, we've got this little ball at the top. And they have like these little windows on the side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they're on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they're on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they've got this cool tower coming out of the top here. Can you imagine climbing all the way to the top? So people at Hogwarts, yeah, they might have gym class, but their gym class is just walking from one side of the castle to the other. So this is like a, I don't know, that would be so cool to be up there. Top. All right, that looks fantastic. Now we're going to put a couple of the stones down here. So I'll make a line here. And so the stones, you can make it jiggy-jaggy however you want. I'm going to make it come up into here, and then it's going to come down. So then I can make some pieces coming down. Jig-jaggy. Okay, so that's the mountain it's built into. And now we can do this building on the side. So this actually goes into here. And it goes, you can use a ruler, make it nice and straight. I'm just kind of free balling it at the moment. Let's erase in there so we can get that in there. And we're gonna put a dome in here. Of course, this doesn't look too even, but okay. And now we're gonna make a slant for the rooftop here, and we'll light slant because we're going to be erasing. We don't need this in here. Move that out of the way. Move, buddy. Okay, and then we're going to put some little towers in here. Doop, doop. Okay, the one thing I was going to tell you. Okay, locked in a tower, well, maybe it's this one. High in Hogwarts holds the book of admittance and a quill of acceptance, and it's not been touched by human hands since Hogwarts built. You know what? Maybe it's up in that tower. We don't even know. I didn't even know this thing existed. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I read about it, and I'm like, what? It sounded so cool. Well, you're like, what is this magical book? Oh, you know what? I don't. These are too far apart. Let's add some more in here. Okay. And then we're going to put some towers up here. So you can put one here, here, and then put the little rooftop on. And then we're going to do one that's kind of coming into. Oh, this one's going to be pretty tall. So we can just extend it. Bloop, bloop. And we have another one back here. Okay, to continue on what that is. Okay, whenever any witch or wizard shows the slightest bit of magic, at any age, the quill will magically rise and try to write in the book the name of that witch or wizard. The book can snap shut if it doesn't think the witch or wizard is ready. And so the quill will keep trying. And I heard this is what happened with Neville Longbottom, because the book did not think Neville was ready yet and kept slamming the book shut. But he got to Hogwarts, and in the end, as you know, he became a hero, and he's one of my favorite characters. Okay, so this is in there. Now we're going to put this little tower down here. So we're going to make the kind of like a rounded tower here. Make it go down all the way into the rocks, and you could put some doors in there. We'll continue that on, okay? Looking good, looking good. This we will end up coloring in there. Okay, next up, whew, what are we gonna do? Let's do this connect. Well, we'll do, we're gonna pick a tower over here that we're just gonna go with, okay. Okay, how far does this go down? I do not remember, but we're gonna make this, okay, we'll make this the bottom of the tower, and this has that chunk right here. Okay, right, this is the top. And remember, oops, that's just a little too dark. We're gonna make the little edge. Make it come out just a little bit on either side. Okay, and then we're gonna make a couple more. So make a line here, here, and I think there's one more down there, but we'll see how far we want to go down. All right, remember before, we're gonna go find the middle of our tower, make a line up, and this is how we make our steeple part of the tower. Don't go all the way down, because we're gonna make a little scoop our little edge. Okay, and we're scoop the edge. Scoop. That looks good. And then now we can erase this middle just so we know where it goes up. And on this one, I actually made a couple of like chink, chink lines in there. You can if you want to make it look more roof-like. And put some windows in here. So little squares. I know this is a daunting task. I agree. And next to it, we have this little piece coming out. And then right behind this is another tower. So we're going to use our ruler. Towers away. Make it go really high in the sky. Okay, how high does it go? So this is about here. So I'd say about there. So we're going to go like this. And then it's going to come out a ways. And the top part go boop, 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 boop. And we're going to put line here and put 3 arched windows. 1, 2, 3. And let's find the middle by finding the middle of our tower, going straight up. And then you could use your ruler, which I would, but I'm just being lazy right now. And this is going to go straight into that tower up there. We can erase the inside part. And that tower is done. That's it. Okay, now we have this really long tower next to it. So that kind of goes, it kind of just extends on. But it's going to go this down. And this tower is, look how tall this is. It's going all the way up to here. So we're going to find that center and make it go all the way over to the top right up here. Okay, so that's the top of the tower. And this one's going to go, it's just going to be really long. So from up here, bring it down, very long and skinny. You know what? I'm going to erase that center because we already know how high it's going to go. Go long and skinny. And then we're going to make the tips come out. Boop, boop, boop. That looks good. And then coming off here, we've got the castles going off into infinity, which we are going to make that fun edge all the way across. Okay, and the rocks are coming off this, so we're going to got the rocks coming down. All right, we've got rocks coming over here. And this is going to come down the page. And this one's going to continue. It's going to come down. So they come together. See how that comes together? Just like that. All right. We don't need this center line anymore. So we kind of can erase that. But we'll erase it more when we do the final erase. But this is just so we can, oh, that's part of it. Okay, so this is part of the tower, so I'm going to keep that in there. All right, so we have this one. Now there's another one right next to it. So we're going to put in there. Put a line down. And this, we are going to make this go all the way to the bottom. I don't think I made that very straight. Let me see. You can judge it by the side, really. Not too bad. Make this one go all the way down. And we could put some windows in there. So this is going to have a window. And this will have a window. Put a line there. And we're going to put another window down here. And some line there. So we're going to put windows in here. 3 across. 1, 2, 3. Come down here. 3 across. 1, 2, 3. Come down here. 3 more. All right. So now we're bringing it together in the middle. So we have this one coming down. It kind of connects off here. And we're going to make one more tower right in there. So to make a line down, it's not going all the way. We'll see how far we want to go, but put a topper on this. Line in the middle and bring this down. I know I got a little lazy there. And a little dink at the top. This one has little towers in here. Okay, we're gonna bring the top part out just a little bit and do the, okay. And a little square window here. Another one here. Okay, now look at how we're doing so good. We're gonna connect this right here. Connect the tower. There's a rock right here. Bring that down. We forgot some windows over there. And then we have this piece that's coming down here too. Diagonal, diagonal. This piece comes up. And then we've got right here, this looks like a bridge. We're gonna make archways, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's little ones in here. Boop, boop. Okay, now I'm gonna extend this on. That's in there. What did we forget? Oh, we've got some windows up here. Dink, dink, dink. And then we've got one here and one here. Okay. Oh, we got some trees going on down here. So I just made some, just little fluffy trees, little greenery. Boop. So it didn't look barren. Because they do have a forest nearby. A few more here. I've been avoiding this for a long time. And I'm glad that I conquered it and did it. Because it took me time. Okay, so we are going to baby Sharpie it, and then I'm going to go around the outside, and then I'm going to show you how I colored it. So here we go. Now I'm going to pick my thicker Sharpie and go around the outside. Okay, now take your eraser and erase. Okay, other than blue, these are the colors that I used. On all of the rooftops, I did gray. So I would push down harder, and black too. Harder on the sides. And as they come in, you're just gonna get lighter and lighter. So it kind of gives that rounded look. And then I go a little bit across the line here and across the bottom of the roof, make it harder. And if you want, you can get some black and just come in a touch more on the side if you want to just make it more dramatic. Okay, and I also took gray or black, and you're going to go underneath all of these little easements, color inside them to make them look a little more dramatic. And then there's going to come down, just soften it as you come down a little bit. And it's also going to be darker on the bottom, which I think I used gray. On the sides a little gray. Okay. Oh, it looks like what I did in all the windows, I either did gray or black, coloring them in. So you can have your choice of what you'd like. And then I used tan, and you're gonna come in on the sides, and as you come in, you're gonna get lighter as you come in. We're gonna make it look a little bit more aged. So darker on the sides, lighter. Darker. And then come in here and make some lines in there. So it almost looks like it was damaged by the rain. So it doesn't, you don't want it to look all perfect, right? It's been around for a long time, so we're just giving it more of an aged look. And you're like, oh, that looks so pretty. Well, we don't want it to look pretty, so we're gonna get some just regular brown and just kind of roughen it up a little with some darker colors. I'm gonna come in here, put the regular brown under here, and then you can just give it a couple more lines if you want. And right along the edge here, we can make it a little darker. That looks great. Okay. And on this side, just, you already have the brown, so you might as well just keep going. We're gonna color in the side here with the brown. Then it looks like it's gray. I colored in all the windows or the door archways. And then it's gonna be darker down here. And then brighten it up a little bit with our tan. I like to go different directions just so it kind of goes in. So this side, you want to make it much lighter because it looks like it's getting more of the sun on it. And then we're going to do gray in the windows. And brown. So darker right here. Come in lighter. Darker under here. And what I did with the rocks, I went in with gray, and then I'm just gonna like, don't make it look fancy. We're just gonna kind of crinkle some stone in there. And I'm just making it look crunchy. Just wiggling it around. You can do that with all the stone. And come in here with tan. We'll do some tan first. Do the same thing, fill in some of this, and then we're just gonna do it light. Fill in. Oh, I didn't do the gray all the way over there. There you go, get some gray in there. Crunch it in, and we're gonna put some brown in there too. All right, I'm getting just regular brown, and I'm just gonna do lightly fill it in with some color. Not hard. If you want to come in and give it some darker pieces, you can. It's hard because I'm going against the side here. All right, and if you want, you can come in, make some darker spots with your dark brown, just so it's not all the same. Give it some rocky grit to it. All right. I have jade green, or you can kind of like find like a more earthy green. I make it darker at the top because it's kind of fading in. Okay, that looks fantastic. And inside, let's see, what else did I do? So roof gray. Inside here is gray and black, so I'll probably come in with black there. And all these ones, you want gray roofs. And this one I'm going to make it gray, but maybe not as dark. So a little bit different. I'm going to take the brown for these. And you can put brown or black in there, probably maybe a little both. Give it some character in here. Okay, it looks like I went in here with tan. Cover over some of this, give it some warmth. You don't necessarily think of the Hogwarts as warmth. If you want to get black in there, so now I'm going to come in here and kind of make this a little bit darker. So it looks like it's a big cavity there. You can even come in between here if you want. I didn't, but that might look kind of cool. A little dark in there. Some more grittiness. It looks like I made that darker. I might come in here and make this a little touch darker. All right, we're going to come in, make this a touch darker in here. The shadow on this side. Okay, so you're going to do this with the rest of them. And then what I did with the cloud is I just went in with pencil and just made clouds in there. And then you can color blue up top and a little touch of blue down below. So hope yours looks great. Catch you on the next one.